What's up, everyone? Today we're going to talk about sleeping and neck pain. It's something that people ask me about a lot, and I'm not just saying that. People are generally curious, how can I sleep in the best position to prevent provoking my neck pain or get comfortable enough to fall asleep? So today we're going to talk about neck pain and sleeping. Thankfully though, the answer is actually pretty simple, which is always nice. And it comes down to what a lot of things come down to is, can we get you somewhere where your spine is close to neutral? Neutral spine stuff is something we've talked about before, and it's basically that position you'd see if you flip open an anatomy book that the skeleton's standing in. And it's where all the curves of your spine are evened out. You're in your ideal position with your ears over your shoulders, over your hips, over your ankles. Now that may seem weird because the skeleton's standing, right? But the same thing's true for sleeping. If you just tilted the skeleton down, what position would those curves be in, and what position are you sleeping in? So the easiest thing to do is to have you laying on your back with your neck supported like you see in this picture. You can accomplish this with a normal pillow to some extent. You could use a towel roll and a normal pillow, or you could use a cervical pillow like you see in the picture. As you can see with the cervical pillow, the whole reason they're designed like they are with the hills and valleys is to be able to support the curve of your neck without pushing your head up way too high. The same thing goes for when you're sleeping on your side. You want to be supported to where your head's still even. If you have no support or too much support, it's going to bend your head one way or the other, and that's typically not very comfortable for a long night's sleep. The ideal way of sleeping is probably not going to be comfortable at first, especially if you haven't been even close to that in the past. It's kind of like working out. We know what we ideally would want you to do, but chances are it's just not quite realistic to skip straight to that step. So we need some sort of intermediate, and what I recommend to most patients is trying out the ideal position for a limited amount of time each night. So maybe using it 10 minutes before bed, either just lying on the ground or actually in bed. And then when it starts to get uncomfortable or you're ready to go to sleep, you just switch back to your normal pillow. And what that does is it slowly gives your spine a chance to accommodate and start to accept that new position, because it may be a lot different than what you're used to. Even for short bursts of time, it can feel really nice, and then slowly you just add time until you can make it the whole night. So hopefully that helps. I know a lot of people actually are curious about how to sleep when you're having neck pain, and it can be really frustrating when you can't get comfortable. As always, thanks for sticking around, and I hope this brought you some value. I'm Dr. Drew Haley, owner and founder of Align Online, helping people find power through posture.